don't know what hell's out, folks. What right now, boy? I ain't just know.
Good morning. Hey there, Jose. How's everybody doing this morning? Welcome to the Laws, Homesteading with the Laws channel. Ain't doing much homesteading today. I'm doing some logging.
I'm sorry, how's your boy doing during that little operation?
Oh man, he like it never happened.
That's good. Got it all worked out.
Yeah, 10:40, he'd get home. I think Friday evening, it's about 3:30, 4 o'clock or something. Left out 5:30 that morning going up there.
Yeah, it's tough on a little guy getting up that early, not having to do it every day.
Yeah, 10:4. Why my phone keeps blinking like it's turning sideways, because it's not. Hey everybody, how y'all doing this morning? I'm cutting like 6 or 7 different things out this time, different logs. Got a lot of separations on this track. This is southern yellow pine. Them is my marks that I use to cut my log lengths. Appreciate everybody for coming in and joining my live. Morning there, Tim. That's a long one there. Go-kart, you can set this one over in the pupwood. I'm finna lay down because it's too crooked. Now this, I work for people that buys timber. It's just we're logging, you know, for cut lumber. You know, the mill's cutting lumbers for all the box stores. This lumber goes all over the, you know, these logs. We haul them to like six different places, and these logs liable to end up in, some of this lumber liable to end up in, you can't never tell, Canada as far as that. Goes all over the world. A lot of it stays right here in Arkansas. Goes all over the different states in the United States. That's a prime log there. That's a 16-foot prime log. That's what they call the money log. That's pulpwood there because it's too crooked for anything.
Okay, someone grumpy over the weekend, Steven? They do pretty good.
No, shoot, he act like it, you know, every now and then he say his mouth hurts a little, but other than that, hell, he was in a pretty good mood playing all weekend.
Yeah, boy, that's good. They've been hurting him a little bit before or something, maybe.
Yeah, they was done getting, you know, pretty bad. But now he's ready to go. Talking to, that was my boss, he runs the cut machine. Talking to him on the CB. Hey Yogi, let me see. Hey Yogi, how you doing? Doing something this Monday morning logging. Y'all see how close that log come to my windshield? I gotta watch when you back these logs up. If the skidder's back there, you'll run that log right through that skidder. You kinda gotta pay attention to a lot of different things. See, I lay them down here to cut lumber links out of them. Some of these are plywood logs, and what plywood is exactly what it's talking about. You know, the plywood you buy out of the box stores, they peel this stuff to make plywood. Some of them is lumber logs, some of it's pulpwood, some of it's hardwood that they make like tie cuts out of, you know, like they put on train tracks, hardwood flooring, stuff like that. That's old go-kart over there on the loader, loading his truck. That man there he's about 80 years old, and he still works. Well, he outworks a lot of our younger truck drivers out here. Hey there, E-Wood. I know, Yogi, he ain't gonna stop. Sure ain't. And he served his country too. He was in the military for years, several years. He was in the military back when the soldiers was soldiers. You hear me? Sure enough, soldiers. Hey there, can't say your first name there, but Ferret. Y'all, I'm not too good at pronouncing some of these names. Good morning there. You know, it's Monday morning. We all a little slow on Monday mornings. Hey, Yogi, go ahead and kick that guy out of here. We don't need him in here. And for your information, you go live in a mud hut then if you don't like us cutting down the forest. Somebody kick him out there. Yogi, go ahead and kick him out. Put him in timeout. Spank his little ass while you're doing it. Because he sounds like an immature kid. Hello there, Fred. Yeah, tree huggers are stupid ass people. Stupid people. And half of them lives in wooden houses. Probably 90% of them lives in wooden houses. They use toilet paper every time they go take a crap. And they're so stupid they don't even know where toilet paper comes from. And I guess they don't know where that wood comes from that their house is built out of. Or the paper they write on. Or the hand soap that they use to wash their hands with. Unless they're nasty people and don't wash their hands. Most of them tree huggers have no idea what all comes from logging. Hello there, David. Hello there, Winston. Yeah, Fred, you know, people don't realize how many people's buying their food every week, paying their bills every month. Their whole living depends on logging. because some form or fashion, just about everything you see out there has got some form of log, wood product that you use. So when them tree huggers, you can believe what you want to believe, but I think the idiots, they come out here and kiss all these trees they want and hug them. But I think I'd stay out of the way of the cut machine. Here in Arkansas is a state that we replant more than we cut. That's what we are. We are tree farmers. We grow them, we cut them. We grow them, we cut them. Thank you there, David. How many hours? I work about, well, I'm usually out here about 6 o'clock in the morning, and I worked about 4 o'clock in the evening. So what, about 10 hours a day, something like that. People don't realize a lot of plastics, some medicines, it is so much. What I got a problem with when tree huggers come in here and they call me stupid elf for cutting trees down, and they ain't even done their studies on what comes out of wood that they make out of trees. All the stuff that they get out of it. A lot of people don't know turpentine's made out of it. A lot of makeup's made out of it. A lot of chemicals is made out of it. A lot of stuff when you sit in your car is made out of wood product. Maybe not a board, but it's made out of stuff that when they get the pulp and all out of this wood, it's part of that they make that out of. So, yeah, I wish you was here. It's pretty neat. It's a lot to it. I got a lot of separations here, different. And when I say separations, it's different kind of logs I'm cutting out of this. It's going to different sawmills. That big pile you see over there, right there where I got my bucket at, all that's pulpwood. They're gonna make paper and stuff like that out of that. Chemicals, hand soap, all kind of stuff. Like that piece I couldn't lay down there, that's a stick of pulpwood. They'll make chip OSB out of that, the chipboard, paper. I mean, I don't know, they make so much out of that. People need to look up what comes from wood, logs, trees, or whatever, however you want to say it. You need to look it up sometime for the people on here and just look. I don't know, it's probably a couple hundred things or better that they make out of it that we use every day in everyday life. or maybe even more than that. My wife actually looked it up one time. It even amazed me. I didn't realize what all comes out of wood, and I've been a logger all my life. Good morning there, Bill. Yeah. You know, if it was left up to tree huggers, what would happen is nobody would be able to build a house. They couldn't afford, you know, all metal houses, because nobody would have a job in the southern states, especially. And in the northern states that don't have a lot of sawmills, they get up their lumber from us. Even them nice brick homes you see going down the road, guess what? The frame of that home is 99% wood. Bricks is just on the outside. Oh. Yeah, I've been in logwoods all my life. Probably die in the logwoods. You know, you get to thinking about it, ain't no telling how many people's houses I've built for them just by out here logging. You know, many of them. I didn't, you know, build it with my own hands, but I cut a lot of lumber out here, trees to get lumber out of, that they made them houses out of. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Yogi. You're exactly right. Because you got some fancy coffins out there, but most of them is made from wood. They got all that pretty design on the outside. Them coffins are made from these trees right out here. Somewhere. Unless you're a filthy rich person, you can afford some stainless steel coffin, or, you know, made of gold or whatever. You know, them tree huggers don't bother me. They don't make me feel bad about logging, because I know it's a way of life and it supports millions of people across the United States. You know, people follow so many different, I don't know, groups in their life. And the sad part about it is, if they even knew anything about who they were following or what they're following, it'll make a difference. But half of them, you can start asking them questions, And they have no idea, just like tree huggers. They have no idea what comes from trees. All they know is you're a bad person for cutting all them trees down. And I'm going to tell you what, for the people that don't know it, y'all need to be thinking of the loggers during the COVID. All that toilet paper people was using from being sick, and they used a lot of it. Guess where that toilet paper comes from? Some of these trees right out here that I'm cutting are delimited. We were extensional. We couldn't even be off work. We had to work every day. They made us because they was needing toilet paper so bad across, mask, the mask that you put over your face. A lot of them made from a wood product. It was so much during the COVID going on, we had to work to supply toilet paper for thousands and thousands of Americans, and then other places, just so they have something to wipe their butt on. Tissue paper, just so many things. Okay. Well, the limbs most times just goes back out there in the woods. Now there's some bigger loggers that's got chippers, what they call chippers. They'll put the whole tree in it, but it's pulpwood sized tree, and they'll chip them right out here in the woods. It's completely no waste. But most time they do that in plantation pine. But the limbs, they just go back out there. A lot of people don't realize, but the limbs that you take back out in the woods, they'll sit out there and rot, and they actually fertilize the ground. That's going to be, trees going to be replanted here, and it's, nature with them limbs rotting and going in the ground every time it rains, and it just makes real fertile soil. So it's different aspects of the whole deal. Everything has got its place out here. They'll replant all these trees. They'll replant it back thicker than what it was. Arkansas is like, I don't remember, 60%, 65% forest land. Because we're a logging state. Beavers come and take them to their new house. Yeah, that's funny, Jet. That is funny. So if y'all see a beaver crossing the road and it's got a stick on his back, that beaver might have come from out here. A beaver's got to eat. That log I just laid down there, that's a 16 footer. That's a grade log. Us loggers call it money logs. That's where they cut the prime lumber out of. And a lot of that goes across seas and stuff. It don't even stay in the United States. They cut big bridge timbers, like big, they cut some bridge timbers like 24 by 24. So there's a lot of countries that still uses, you know, well, we do here too also. But they use them to make like train tracks or trusses, you know, under a train bridge. You know, trusses, what they call them. That's what they're made out of, big timbers. Yogi, you've never seen a real beaver? Well, I'll be darned. Well, we have plenty of them here in Arkansas. They kill a lot of timber every year, actually, because they love the water. So they'll dam up creeks and they'll flood hundreds of acres, and timber, anything other than cypress, the cypress, it won't kill cypress. Cypress grows them in really wet. They can grow in water, but pine, hardwood, it kills them. It kills the trees. So they kill hundreds of acres every year. But we have a bunch of beavers here. Hello there, Van Muir. Yeah, well, Yogi, we still have abundance of beaver here. There's a lot of them. Yes, we do. I don't know if we had as many as we had back in the day, because a lot of them was killed off because they killed so much timber. But we still got plenty of them. And I'm not condoning any massacre of beaver on this live. I'm just saying a lot of them have been killed off. But we still have plenty. We have no shortage of them. People don't trap and stuff like they used to, but there's actually professional people that goes around killing beaver for these big timber companies. Or used to be. I don't even know if there's many of them around anymore or not. A lot of things has changed. They do make wetlands. They do that. And it's nothing, you know, I mean, beavers just do what beavers do. You know, that's what God put them here on earth for, made them. It's just like anything else. We were so overpopulated with them. You got to kind of control the population. let y'all see me up in there running my machine. Hey, Soggy. Yeah, I've been doing all right. Decided I turned the view around on me for a minute and let y'all see me bounce around in this machine a little bit. This machine was a joystick on each side. Got a bunch of buttons on it. Then I got a pedal in the floor that I swing it with, make it turn side, back and forth. Angelica will probably be in here after a while sometime. Surprised she ain't done been in here. Yeah, but it's Monday morning at our job, so we'll tell her what she has to do. Of course, Gage didn't want to go to school this morning. Gage is a country boy. He likes out there on the property. Yeah, I got a pretty nice stereo system in here. It's a CD player. I don't hardly ever listen to music on it though. I like to hear my machine operate. You never know when something might happen to it. And got that music going too loud, you can't hear how it's operating. I like to hear the motor and just different things operate. Y'all get that close up view of that log. Well, there, speak of the beautiful wife. There she is. Figured I'd give y'all a close-up look of that log. Thank you there. Oh, no. Come get back here. That almost got away from me. Yeah, roofing ain't no easy job. That's for sure. This is hardwood pulpwood. Yeah. Well, you know, there's going to be houses and they're going to need roofers, so roofing is sort of like logging. It's going to be always be a place for roofers, a job for them. Now, you got to be prepared to work because roofing ain't no easy job, especially in the summertime. In Arkansas, it gets pretty hot. Well, my dad and his dad was all loggers. Now I'm logger. My son, my oldest son, I don't know what he's doing now. He was logging. So, and then Gage. I don't want Gage to be a logger. I really don't. I want him to, which if he is, but I really rather him not be. But it's ultimately his choice what he wants to be.
So the truck coming out.
Ah, that gate's going home the field. I hear you. Gaming, yeah, I've had pieces on this thing break. Yeah, I've broke machines, one of these machines before. You know, it's a lot of abuse. This machine takes a lot of abuse. So, you know, things is going to break. But yeah, I've broke them. We fix it and get back to going. When you're a logger, you got to be a little bit of a mechanic also, because you're going to have to be doing some mechanic work here and there. Yeah, he wants to be a monster truck. He wants to be a monster truck driver. Hey, probably some good money in that too. Sure, it probably is. Gage could probably do it. Gage could probably do whatever he sets his mind to. Gage is he's a pretty smart little boy. Yes, he is. One thing he's going to be for sure, and that's country boy. And you know what they say about country boys, they can survive. I guess Angelica got busy because she left out pretty quick. Oh, I ain't seen her say nothing. Y'all, I try to keep up with y'all comments, but sometimes it takes me a few minutes to look up there at the screen. Oh, there she is. I see her. She's sitting there lurking and listening to me. Oh, Gage, he loves Porky. He sure does. He loves Porky the pig. He loves Thanos too. But he loves Porky, I think, more. Hey there, Muhammad. How you doing? Oh, my yearly salary as a logger varies. You know, we don't get rich out here working for somebody else. You don't hardly ever get rich working for a man. But I make between $60,000, $70,000 a year. Yeah, I could make more doing something else, but you see I'm setting up in this machine and nobody looking over me. Freedom. My boss is out there in the woods cutting timber down. I know my job. Unless something changes to where we're going to haul, my boss never has to tell me anything. I know what my job is. He trusts me to do my job. So it's pretty relaxed, you know. I'm sitting up here doing this live, you know. It's and I love working in the logwood, so if I didn't, I wouldn't be doing it. So you know, we get bonuses and stuff like that out here. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I put up a wall in the new cabin that we got. Put up a wall this weekend. Looks pretty daggone good. Little old hardwood and puckwood. Yeah, in southeast Arkansas. I mean southwest. What did I do? Say southeast? I'm in southwest. Heck, it's Monday. I don't know where I'm at. No, it's southwest Arkansas. Dang, the phone fell. Oh, man. I'm sorry, y'all. My phone had fell. Dang. Y'all gonna have to give me a minute. Gonna have to give me a minute. My little deal that holds my phone up broke on me the other day, so I'm having to kind of, it might fall again, I don't know. Yeah, that skidder out there, it's a pretty good sized machine. That's a 630 Tiger Cat. Trying to pick out some of these little old bitty bushes out here. I'm gonna deal them and make puckwood out of them. Hardwood puckwood. Hey there, Gary. How you doing? Oh, let me see. Oh. Don't everybody just love Monday mornings? You know, it should be where we could work 2 days a week and be off 5 days a week. Oh, let me see what I got to snack on. Yeah, it's another beautiful Monday morning. Oh, I hear you there, babe. And for the people wondering, that's my wife there, Miss Angelica Laws. That's the reason why I call her babe. We ain't bringing nothing but hardwood and pulpwood out now. Little old bitty mess. And pine pulpwood. Oh, I better plug up my phone. Battery's about to go dead. Meant to do that earlier, forgot all about it. A chain jumped off out there. Oh.
Hey, come off your day limber.
Yeah, 10-4. I think that one stick there threw it off.
Why now?
I think that little hardwood bush hanging up in there threw it off.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to get off here for a minute because I got to get out and work on my delimber. I'll probably be back on here in just a little bit. Appreciate everybody for coming in, and I will catch everybody just a little bit later on. All right, okay, bye-bye.